Welcome, my friends, to Walking the Spiral of Truth and Love. I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, the founder and senior director at Meditate School of Mindfulness and Sound. And I welcome you to this journey, this podcast, this space. This space is an invitation to just slow down for a moment, to listen beneath the noise of the mind and the busyness of the day, so you can meet life with presence, honesty, and compassion. The reflections I share here are rooted in the SVMT Method of Transformation, a heart-centered embodied approach to healing where transformation doesn't come from force, but from awareness, safety, and the wisdom of the body. In part 1, we met the fascia as the living web. In part 2, we explored how the fascia keeps score, holding what the nervous system couldn't complete. And today, in part 3, we step into the relationship underneath it all, the dance between fascia and the nervous system. Because fascia doesn't just hold tension, it mirrors your state of safety or threat. It becomes the body's posture of protection or the body's permission to flow. So let's move forward together. Take a nice, comfortable breath with me. On the exhale, allow your shoulders to soften, and let's go into this lesson and walk this spiral together. There's a rhythm inside of you, a tide that moves between bracing and softening, between holding and letting go, between the part of you that learned how to survive and the part of you that is longing to live. This rhythm lives in the dance between fascia and the nervous system. When life felt unsafe, your fascia tightened like a shield. When life felt safe, it softened like water returning to its riverbed. Every moment of your life, your body listened, and every moment of your life, your fascia responded. As your fascia is listening and responding, it's doing so deeply. And if we learn to listen back deeply, we begin to understand something tender and true. Your body's not resisting you. Your body's not doing anything wrong. It's trying to protect you. It is your faithful guardian, and protection can be guided into flow. That's what this lesson is about. In my teachings in the SVMT method, we don't treat fascia and the nervous system as two separate things. They're in constant relationship, just like every part of us is. But fascia and the nervous system are like two partners in a dance. Your nervous system is the one scanning. Is it safe? Is it dangerous? Do I need to brace? What should I do? Can I relax? And your fascia is the one shaping the response. Tighten, thicken, brace, or hold, or soften, glide, open, and flow. This is why the state of your fascia often tells the truth long before your mind does. When we move into this space of understanding how this works, the protection that the body holds in the fascia isn't a dysfunction, it's actually devotion. When the nervous system detects threat, whether real or remembered or imagined, fascia responds instantly. The fascia may tighten around the ribs, may pull the shoulders forward, may brace the tummy, may clench the jaw. It moves to thicken into armor, to brace for impact, even if that impact is a deadline that wasn't met, or somebody cutting you off in traffic, or the memory of something or someone from the past. It does so not because you're broken. It does so because your body is devoted to keeping you safe. This is why we don't shame this tension. We respect it. We meet it with the questions: what are you protecting? What are you guarding? What did you have to carry alone? When we move into the space of transformation, when we take the steps of healing, we read this book on the steps of moving through grief, or how to set boundaries, or whatever that might be, we can recognize that we can do all the work we want in the mind, and the mind can often try to force relaxation. But fascia, it doesn't understand those commands, and it won't respond to them. Fascia will only release when the nervous system shifts into safety. And safety is not an idea, it is a felt experience. We can say so many times, "You're safe," But unless the nervous system feels it and knows it and signals it, the fascia is not going to release. But when safety is present, fascia rehydrates, it softens, it flows. It allows the diaphragm to move more freely, the tummy to open up, the spine to lengthen, the jaw to unclench, the breath to deepen. Flow returns not on command, and not because we demand it, but because the body finally believes that it can let go. This is why healing isn't just about stretching or releasing tissue. It's about creating the conditions for the nervous system to trust. As we move forward in the practice, doing the work over and over and over again, the patterns keep showing up. But instead of seeing these things as setbacks, we see them as lessons. Sometimes people notice the same tightness coming back again and again. The nervous system doesn't change in one step. It oscillates. It moves back and forth. Tight to soft. Brace to release. Fear to safety. Hold to flow. This oscillation, it's not regression. It's the body trying to integrate. It's learning how to feel safe again. It's the body learning a new rhythm, or remembering what it felt like. And along the way, with every back and forth, in this oscillation, the fascia is learning that it doesn't have to protect at the same intensity that it once did. Fascia, it's not just tissue, it's sensory intelligence. It's filled with sensory receptors, which could be seen as information gatherers, constantly telling your nervous system what's happening in your body. This is why emotional patterns often feel physical, because they are. The body's always interpreting life through sensation. And if the sensory signals are dominated by tension and guarding, the nervous system tends to interpret that world as more threatening than it really is. But when fascia becomes fluid and responsive, the nervous system receives clear information. And that clarity is calming. That clarity is releasing. That clarity is flow. Sometimes when we feel tension in our body, when we feel a tightening or a reaction that comes to us physically, we think we're overreacting. But the body's not overreacting. It's remembering. It's remembering that tone of voice when you experienced a shutdown. It's remembering that look that made you feel a certain way. It's remembering a certain sound or a certain kind of silence. And suddenly the shoulders rise like they've been trained to do. That's why the patterns are there. When we encounter someone who made us feel a certain way, before they even say a word, the body's bracing for impact. So when we notice ourselves bracing, I want to offer you something simple. Instead of asking what's wrong with me, or saying I'm overreacting, try asking, what is my body trying to keep me safe from? That question alone can lead you from self-judgment into self-leadership. So let that sit for a second. Breathe and pause for a moment. And I invite you to come on this somatic inquiry with me, to take a moment and pause together, without any force. But if you're in a space where you can do this, just place a hand on your heart. Feel your body breathing, and then taking a slow breath in and a little bit longer of a breath out. And just hold yourself there for a moment. Feel your body breathing. Allow yourself to imagine the fascia beneath your hand expanding and contracting with every breath. Feel that movement and the fluidity. Just be with it for a moment. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to one place in your body that feels braced today. Maybe it's in the tightness of your jaw. Maybe it's the way you're holding your shoulders, or your diaphragm, or your tummy, your hands, or your hips. Don't try to change it. Just be aware of it. Just notice where you might be holding or bracing. And then ask gently as you think about that place. And recognize it could be your whole body. or it could just be a small part. And I invite you, when you think about that place, ask yourself gently, is this protection or flow? What is this place guarding? What would it need to soften just 1 degree, just one bit? Not all at once, just a little. And listen for sensation, warmth, or tingling. Pay attention to a shift, maybe a deepening of a breath or a softening of the shoulders. As you pay attention this way, without trying to force a big transformation, this is you teaching the nervous system to learn safety through the fascia, through small, honest openings. Taking a nice, comfortable breath and exhale nice and easy. When you pay attention to that sensation, there's a vibration there. Whether it's a felt vibration or not, it is a vibration. And this is why sound and vibration are such powerful allies to this dance. Vibration speaks directly to fascia in the language that it understands, while at the same time sending messages to the nervous system. A tuning fork placed on dense tissue gives the body a new sensory signal. A bowl on the tummy invites the diaphragm to move once again. Humming can stimulate the vagal tone and reminds the system you are here and you are safe. Movement, small gentle movement, bring back safety. In the SVMT method, we often say vibration doesn't force release, it invites regulation. And regulation is what creates the release. Sound becomes a bridge, from bracing to softening, from guarding to gliding, from protection to flow. This is the journey that we're on. So I invite you now, if you can, to come on this meditation with me. A meditation I'm calling from protection to flow. If you're ready to do it now, join me and find a comfortable place, or come back to this a little bit later. And then I invite you to come into a space where you can just be present for a moment. A place where it feels comfortable. A place where you can just be connected, bringing your awareness to the body. Breathe and relax. Allow your body to be supported. And if you're comfortable, allow your eyes to close or your gaze to soften, or just be in the space. Coming back to your breath, pay attention to it. Without forcing, just noticing. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling that breath flowing in through your nose and down through your windpipe and into your lungs. Feeling that expansion and contraction, but keep it subtle. Don't make it bigger than it needs to be. Imagine that breath moving through your fascia like warm water, softening the edges, loosening the grip, allowing that energy to glide, expansion and contraction, flowing in and out like warm water. And then imagine on the next inhale you say, I am here, and exhale nice and slow. Breathing in a couple times, saying, I am here. Bringing some intention to that breath. Connecting your breath to the present moment in your body. And then imagine on the next few exhales, you say, I am safe enough. I am safe enough. And just breathe. And then allow that flow to go back and forth. On the inhale, I am here. And on the exhale, I am safe enough. And just stay with it for a moment. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to a place on your body. Just scan your body to a place that might feel guarded or tense, restricted, or maybe a little pain, maybe a little discomfort. Whatever it might be, if you can, place a hand there. Offer it some warmth. Feel that connection. Feel the energy moving from the palm of your hands to that place on your body. And as you think about that place, just think for a moment, without trying to judge it as right or wrong. Send a bit of gratitude. Thank you for protecting me. Then add, you don't have to be alone anymore. I am here now. I feel you now. And breathe into that space, noticing the sensations. And then imagine you give yourself permission to allow one small softening to happen. Just one. Just one. And then rest in your breath for a few moments. Feel the contact. Feel the flow. Imagine or feel the vibration. And then just let go. Let your hand disconnect and come back to your lap or your side. Let your mind move back to your breath. Just allow that place to rest. And get a sense of the echo that moves through your body now. The vibration that's carried through you now. And then when you're ready, let's gently begin to return. Feel the room around you. Wiggle your toes and move your fingers. Take in a nice comfortable breath. Exhale with a sigh or a hum. And allow yourself to just settle down. And if you close your eyes, open them for a moment. But don't rush ahead yet. Stay present. Allow yourself to sit with this reflection, to know that your body isn't resisting you. It's not in conflict with you. It's protecting the part of you that once needed armor. But armor, it's not your identity, or it shouldn't be anymore. Protection, it's not your destiny. The nervous system can learn safety. The fascia can relearn flow. It's coming back to what it all already knows. And the way it happens isn't through force, but through presence, through breath, through recognition, and through allowing and to coming into a space of accepting that the body did what it needed to do for some reason or another. And we don't have to dig that deep. We just allow it to say, I am safe now. I am here now. Recognize this gentle truth. This is the spiral. The spiral is a return to the body, a return to a relative sense of safety in this moment, and a return to yourself again and again and again. This is a practice, and little by little, we start to unwind the knots, to release the threads, to bring back the harmonic vibration that moves through us all. So I thank you for walking this spiral with me today. May what we explore settle gently into your body, not as pressure, but as permission. This is the heart of the SVMT Method of Transformation, meeting the truth of your nervous system with compassion, and allowing the body to remember its natural state of flow, and to see the love that exists there. In Part 4, we'll explore fascia as a river system, hydration, fluidity, and the inner waters of transformation. As always, I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, and it's been my honor to share this message and these lessons with you. If you feel called to follow us deeper, I invite you to visit our website at www.meditateuyou.me. Come join us at the Meditate Tribe. Follow and like me on the channel that you tuned into. And come back as often as you like, as I hold space for you to always remember, love is the way and truth is the path.